Welcome back, everybody. What is up? We are continuing our adventure here at Prophetstown, and currently we are driving to see what appears to be a different sort of monument, and then we might check out some of the buildings here. I don't, again, know if they're original or replicas. If they are just replicas, we might just leave that off film, but if they are indeed historic, we'll go ahead and include that in. Maybe we might include it anyway, just because it sort of paints a picture of what it would have looked like around here at the time of the Battle of Tippecanoe. Alright, so we're going to actually walk down that way next and check out the settlement there, which may be historic. First, we're going to go ahead and head up this way and check out whatever this monument is up here. So here we are. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at. It is some sort of memorial, though. It looks like there are names on these small stones or brick up here. It might just be people who donated to the park. You can see there are hundreds of these little commemorative stones here, all with different names and different stories. And a decent amount of them, as you can see, are in the shapes of footprints here. And I'm really not seeing any sort of plaque that would give us any information on what it is. There is something at the very center around the flag, so maybe that'll tell us a little bit more information. Kind of interesting, though. I would just venture a guess that it is people who have donated to the cause and have purchased one of these stones, and you can just inscribe whatever name on it that you'd like. And here's a little bit of information here. So it is a part of some sort of organization. I don't really know exactly what it is, though. Unfortunately, I can't really look it up right now as my phone is having some overheating issues. So we'll have to look it up and maybe put some information up later about it. Now, there are plaques or more stones below these benches around the trees. Those might just be name plaques again. I don't know what this collection of stones is here for either. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, you can see just another name marker there. But it is really kind of an interesting spot. It's definitely in rough condition, but I mean, it's still pretty cool. I kind of am happy that I took the chance to stop here, but we will go ahead and head over this way. There's a trail going down the road that will let us check out some of these old Native American buildings that possibly might exist from at least the rebuilt Prophetstown after the War of 1812. But it may just be a replica. But at any rate, we will find out and take a look here. Well, we can start to see this settlement coming up here. Again, not sure on the historical value of it, if it is just a replica or what. The cabins definitely look really old. There are a few Native American tents or teepees or something like that, and I kind of feel like because they're made out of animal skin, it probably would not be the original. I'm sure that they have deteriorated and disappeared long ago, but some of the cabins may be original, so we'll see. Well, we have definitely come a long way. Way back there is where we parked, and yeah, so this has been quite the adventure. Everything is really spread out here. The monument that we recently visited in an episode is actually way over that way, and more than a few miles from here. I actually had to drive a bit just so I didn't have to walk like 4 miles to get all around to these places. But despite that, I've still walked about a total of 5 miles today anyway. So you can see some of the history written on here. As you can see from the foundations here, it's looking to be fairly new. And although it could be a historic building that's been placed on a new foundation, I'm not really 100% sure. But it clearly represents some of the old building techniques. Some sort of, it looks almost like a fire pit, although that seems really unlikely. It looks like there's a sign up here, so maybe that'll actually give us a little bit more information about this place. Alright, so no new information, but you can see that the building itself is closed. Well, we might be able to get a view inside though. It looks like historic building techniques. However, I do see some modern materials sticking out here and there. It could have been something where it has been repaired over time. But again, I really don't know. I don't know how to take it. I don't know if it's original or not. Again, no real signage. It would seem as if it is original indeed, that there's still a good chance that it was from well after the War of 1812. But it looks like we'll get a better look inside from this view at least. Oh wow, yeah, you can actually see pretty well through there. But looking close here, you can see that there actually is modern foam underneath there being used to insulate the place. Even though I'm not sure of the exact reasoning, as it seems just from the gap in the door that they're really wasn't an effort to keep the place sealed, so I don't know what purpose. Maybe it's just structural for the mud to stay up there longer, which is what I believe is in between. I think that's a sort of a mud or natural cement sort of grouting material. Again, some interesting structures. Whoa. So it's fabric tarps, and then this material down here is sort of like a wicker-like material. So some of it definitely could have been original techniques. I'm not, again, sure if a fragile piece of material like this from 1812 or in the mid-1800s would actually survive this long, though. Really cool, even if it's not original. However, I have an incredibly long walk back, way over there in the distance. So after some further research and inspection, I was able to confirm that the name of the installation with the footprints is the Footprints in History Plaza, although I wasn't able to locate any other info about it. The buildings were also part of a recreation, but nonetheless very interesting. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Make sure that you check out some of the other social media that I have, such as Instagram, which is available in the links below. So I will see all of you guys in the next adventure.